And now for the continuation of the conquest of Greece as Epirus. I just won a major battle against the Macedonian forces. And now I'm going to continue on. Let's first check the ledger and build whatever we need to build in all our provinces. And this is Macedonia. Just conquered it. Just make sure there's nothing decadent. Let's take a look over here. Decadent rate. I'm not going to worry about it. I do need to. One thing I did learn is you need to have a few slave markets spread out, and the palace is going to go down. But as long as I can build buildings in other areas to reduce the decadence and it stays positive, I'll be okay. So I do need a few slave markets, definitely, because if they all gather in your capital, you're going to have some revolts. So I do need strategically 5. I think for every 6 or 7 regions to have one slave market. So I'm going to keep this one because it's way over here in Sicily, so it's a good place to have it. And let's take a look at the. All right, this. Okay, Macedonia has a decadence of. That's a palace that's going to go away. Thessalia, I'm reducing the usurer and the gambling ring because they're not going to do me any good. Cephalonia, see, I can tolerate the slaves as long as I get negatives here and it's going to outweigh the positives. That's good. So Hooray is going to lose the palace, but I'm going to keep the slave market. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I mean, I don't have to grow at an astronomical pace. I just got to stay where I don't get any aging tokens. That's the main thing. And after experimenting around, you do want to have a few slave markets because the AI is so stupid at times and it makes these suicidal attacks and it's just going to give you more slaves. So I have to base it on that. So this is -90, -20. All right, so I think all the buildings that I have, I don't need to tear anything else down. Now let's build over here, Macedonia. What do we have? Well, we're still under some type of just conquered or something like that, but we got plenty. We need some infrastructure, so let's do that. And I plan on taking one more province, one more region, so I can create the province. Well, always clean water first. Regional roads. That's the second most important thing. Water, palisades, roads. And what do we have over here? Cult site. Sure, why not? We can build a wheel after that. And my capital. See all these slaves that I have from the battle? That's why I'm going to start putting slave markets. But no slave market here. But I think even if I sell slaves, I can. It doesn't require a slave market. It's going to take the large populations. Definitely, I want a cult site. Religion is the most important thing. At least that's what this priest told me when I went to school, Catholic school. Let's see. Yeah, Odeon. That's a beautiful thing to have. Let's just build our infrastructure. Sure, let's build brickworks. And And what is this, Arcadia? Let's build a decadence reduction. So that's why I'm going to keep any cities that I capture. I'm going to keep some of the slave markets if they're strategically well placed. So I have one in Kefalonia, and I'm going to have one in Sicily, and probably maybe put one in Athens too if I can later on. So now what I'm going to do strategically is I'm going to let this army heal. I'm going to start building some more troops and getting the second army going. And what I'm going to do, Agathocles and his guerrilla force, I'm going to march them. I want to capture this island group here just so I can, just strategically as another outpost so I can see what is coming and what's traveling across here. And plus it's also going to cut off Macedonia, just not to give him any ideas to build an island fortress here that I'm going to have to invade, because I'm going to invade with this group here. So I'm going to take my guerrilla force, the Wolverines, and I'm going to attack this here. And the same defensive mechanism that I used to defend Epirus, I can also use to attack just a garrison. Get a percentage victory, it's mine. It's not going to give it to me on this system here, but I can win it on the Field of Glory too. So I'm going to attack that. And in Sicily, I'm going to assault Sicilia. So then I can develop the province. So I get 3 regions here and develop the province. And let's see, I have all these units here. They got to heal. I mean, there's no... This one's going to stay here. And I think I should start building another army. Let's build some cavalry. And then I'm going to build a few heavy infantry and then regular infantry. So I'm recruiting here. But here I can recruit some heavy infantry and some regular infantry. It's going to complement another army, so I'm going to have a total of 3 armies, 1 in Sicily and 2 in Greece. And then I'm going to have to think what I'm going to do next. So I may as well start recruiting, since I'm going to be using the power of a united Greece. That's the beauty of it. And once I get Macedonia out of the way, it's going to be a very, very good base for a future conquest. So I do have the manpower now, so I can start assaulting this in Sicily. I can assault this island here, and then after I heal up and build up, I can alright, it takes 5 turns, so it doesn't make sense to build anything here. Can't build anything yet in Macedonia, so I'm just going to have to sit here and this army is pretty badly beat up. My cavalry is not injured. That's what's key here. I mean, he may combine some forces here, but I'm just going to stay on the defensive. And let's attack these 2 spots, and let's go to the next turn. I got another general. And Drillon is a new objective. Our army's conquered the region, and I did gain some money, so 470. So I did plunder some money. So let's go to the next turn. And I'm assaulting the city, so let's view the battle. I hope I can take it without any casualties. Because I do have a plan here. I definitely don't want to lose the elephants. Yeah, when you got a strong army and you can face the garrison and the army, assault the city, you don't have to besiege anything. That's what I figured out in this game. And if it's overwhelming, then go on a Field of Glory too and win it there. That's how I do it, but this was overwhelming anyways. Trained army, so this has been captured. Oh, got a naval battle. Yeah, that should be quite easy. All right, bye-bye. All right, so I got a battle here with Macedonia. They're attacking me. They got a lot of... Okay, they have a... I have slight more combat power. And I'm going to... not going to show it. I'm going to fight it out in Field of Glory 2 and do an auto-resolve here. So let's go on and fight the battle. And here's the battle result. And it was a tough battle because the Macedonians had a lot of Gallic units that were fresh as a reserve army. And they were able to attack my depleted army from the last battle. And I just barely held out. It was almost a 2-hour battle. But like I said, I did win, kind of defensive. But it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna show every single battle here. So I did defeat this Macedonian army. And they had to retreat, but I took a lot of losses. So let's go to the next one. And here's the battle between Epirus, my Agathocles, my 8 units, and I'm attacking Macedonia. And here's the battle result of the island battle where I sent my crazy Wolverines, and I won the battle. I just knocked out a couple 3 units, had a 29% to 0 win, just a JAV-CAV victory, and let's see if I get the territory. Yes, I do. I conquered the territory, and they have to leave by sea. And I'm a young empire. Change it here that we have a new ruler. Oh, let's take a look what we got. Poor military. He's 53, so he could croak, but he's a good administrator and a very good diplomat. Well, the poor military, well, it's just a manpower and experience, but with Field of Glory 2, I do have control. Got a tremendously good ratio. Justice system, res loyalty, or quell. Let's do cases and trials. Develop infrastructure. Minus 575. I still can't afford that, so that's a little bit too expensive. But I do have... I have captured the island here, since it was just these 2 heavy regular infantry and a bunch of raw hoplites, but now they have to retreat. And let's see, my fleet's still blockading. All right, this is, they got a new thing now where you can choose between unit numbers and military strength. And I guess right now it's unit numbers. But I'm not sure exactly how to actually manipulate this and show what I want. Since the latest upgrade, but I mean, I know what kind of units I have, so I mean it doesn't really matter what shows as strength. Now the enemy here is very badly depleted and it's blockaded, but the difference is my army is depleted too, but I believe I can recoup quicker. And I do have my urban militia here in case I need to. Let's go after this unit here. And got an army here that I'm building, and let's Zenitekos, or Zenisetos, whatever his name is. And we got another, this is phalanx and cavalry. Phalanx and cavalry, and this is going to be, let's build some, also need some skirmishers. Let's do 5 of them. And let's see how many infantry. I have heavy infantry, regular infantry, it's going to take 2 turns. So let's build up the Javcav here. Let's move them in here. Let's move this army in here too. Now, one thing I don't understand, let's take a look here. Why is he going by ship? Let's go up this way. And so all I have to do is now look at the ledger. Now the thing I want to say here about the battles, I've had several battles. The Wolverines fought in Epirus, and that was a victory. Now there was a battle in Macedonia too. And the thing is, my army was still recovering from the first battle, but Cineas is a better general. He's a +2 against my +1 Miltiades. And the thing is, even though his other units were recovering, he had a reserve army with Silver Shield fella, and these guys are just absolutely tough to break. But he ended up losing the battle. It was pretty close. I mean, I didn't expect it to be. His Gauls were charging into breaking my regular infantry because they were weak. I defeated the Macedonian cavalry and was able to turn it around. It took a very, very long time to fight that battle because I didn't expect it to be. I didn't know he had silver shields. He brought them in. But anyway, it was a win, and let's hope that my army can hold out because it is really weakened in the red. And he's got some units too. All right, these are the Sicilia. These were the other battles here, but let's go to regions. And in Ionia, I will build. All right, I do have a slave market, so let's leave that alone. I'm producing plenty of food. There is a usurer. Let's get rid of that one. I don't need usury. I don't believe in it. Drugs Emporium. I don't think I want that either. My produces drugs and herbs, but my Epirotes are very puritanical and they're not into drugs. So basically I'm breaking up the Macedonian drug cartel too. So no, we're going to disassemble the drugs and we're going to put in some infrastructure. There's plenty of food and got some culture here. And I got a Kefalonia has an open slot. Let's see what I can build here. No gambling. I don't want any buildings with decadence. Woodcutter, sure. See, at this point, I don't need decadence. I'm building a good solid base here, so I don't need to, except my metal production is low. That's going to have to improve eventually. Why is it so low? 48. Oh, because I recruited a bunch of guys, of course. Let's build some infrastructure. I'm going to have to find a smelter somewhere. Let's build some studs, some food, and some horses here. But eventually I'm going to have to get a smelter because my metal production is going down. But I am building more troops. So I should have 3 armies. Yeah, this should be good. This is a good army too, but gonna move over here. And I think I've done everything that I can, so it's time for a turn change. Got a new regime, young empire moving up. So let's see the next turn. I'm gonna try to catch that Macedonian army that I kicked off the island. Well, I don't know where they went. Well, I'm moving up in ranking. And my metal is -4. That's not good. Improved trade merchants and patricians. So my iron production is hurting. Or my units are recovering. As are his, but I think I can... And this army's pretty solid. It just needs to stay. So I'm going to have 2 armies. And we're going to Macedonian. I'm going to have to take Cineas out. Let's go back to building. I need to build something that produces metal. I got plenty of money here. Let's do a palisade. 12 open slots. Come on, do I have something? Yes, a blacksmith. That's what I need. And in Laconia, can I make infrastructure? Let's build this here. And now I have to strengthen up my armies. Bring this unit back to mainland Greece. And Macedonia is down here fighting the Ptolemaics. And I do want to attack. I do want to attack Cineas. Make sure this general's alive. It's a good army. And let's wait for the next turn. But I am growing in legacy. Alright, got another token. And I'm still at 0 for my metal, but that's going to have to grow. Being badly maintained and decrepit. Oh, my infrastructure! Oh no! Why didn't I pay attention here? What an idiot. I got all this crap into money and I completely neglected my infrastructure. I should have paid attention. Oh no. That is terrible. I did not pay attention to Macedonia. I paid attention to the little island here, but I didn't do anything with Macedonia. Now I lost the wall, but see, that's what happens when you don't maintain infrastructure. Something ridiculous like that will happen to you. Alright, this army is still weak. Okay, Xenitekos is the first one. I think I'm going to take him into attack. Xenitekos is the 5th Stratos. Merge with the 5th. Merge with the 5th. No, not with Miltiades. Made a mistake here. Okay, Miltiades. Let's do this. Let's split these guys. And 3rd Stratos merge with the 5th Stratos. Now I have 5th Stratos here. Xenitekos. And 2nd Stratos is still healing. And he did split his army. But I'm going to go into Macedonia. Now, this is ridiculous what I did. Can't believe I did not pay attention. Can I pay attention? Make sure that nothing's a negative. And let's build an oration tribune. That's always nice. Keep on building that infrastructure. Let's put these units over here. Let me check my populations. Slaves all up here. Yeah, that's good. Building culture. Alright, leave the slaves up where the food is and infrastructure. That's good. And I want to make sure this general is Amisus. Hopefully he's still alive. I'm still at 40 with the metal. Got plenty of money, but let's see what decisions I can make. Can I buy some metal, merchants and patricians? I can't do that. Buildings development focus. I don't really need any priority. Cases and trials is always good. Buy metal from merchants, but I can't afford it. Nope, I'm still poor. And I think I got everything here. That's pretty good. Let's make sure my ledger is. Let's see what else I can build. Regional roads. No coin maker. Kefalonia. Just selling the slaves. Let's produce some food. Move these guys to culture and money. We got plenty of food growing here. Argolide. Gotta be Oration Tribune. Let's build that. 3 open slots in Attica, Athens. Sanitation. Definitely need wheelmaker. Evia needs let's do some build some more culture. Put some of these guys, move a couple of these guys, put all the slaves up there. And that's good for infrastructure, so we got a positive. And accumulated decadence, I'm doing pretty well on that. And that's Thracia. So I'm going to face the silver shields again. They are here. They are very experienced, but I'm going to move. I'm going to move the second Stratos, and I'm going to crush these guys. Yeah, unfortunately, I lost the wall here. That was dumb. I cannot believe I just overlooked that completely. And I plan on taking Macedonia here. And I do have a good army. Combat power of 81. Got a combat power of 49. They're still weak, but they're good troops. So I'm going to march them in here. And let's see. I got raided by Illyria. Well, alright, let's attack. Got 18 units to his 15 units. I think I'm going to fight the battle in this system here just for a change. Took care of that rabble. I don't know if this is going to do well. Yeah, I didn't think one of them cavalry. Got that one. Oh, this is going very well. I must have left the silver shields. I just lost one cavalry, but I crushed Cineas. And I I captured that. He's moving in here. What is he doing? He attacked me? Okay, now I'm at -1. I'm just losing metal like crazy. Maybe the upkeep is just too much. Previous turn. Alright, military upkeep -38. Production 33, intrinsics. Alright, that's going to be too much for military upkeep, so I'm going to have to disband a few units, hopefully. Well, there is nothing here. Alright, Lysimachus has this here. So my fleet should be attacking this whole fleet and this whole army. Let's move this ship over here. Alright, I may have to redo a few units. Let's see the phalanx here. Control. Alright, I'm running out of metal, so I'm going to have to demobilize a few units. Let's see it. I can't build anything over here. Create the province of Macedonia, and let's take a look over here, and let's take a look what is costing so much in metal upkeep. Okay, a phalanx costs 4 in metal. I am losing, let's see, 4. Military upkeep is 38. So let's see if I split one and disband it. Let's see what works here. I'm going to keep this one here in case this guy wants to retreat. And so cavalry doesn't cost any, it just costs money. It's the phalanxes that are costing money. Let's see, heavy infantry. Upkeep is 3 for heavy infantry. Let's split and disband 1, 2. I wanted 3 armies, but I guess I'm not going to get them, so let's go to the next turn. There should have been a fight. I don't understand. Yeah, there is one. Let's view the battle. That should completely crush this army and end the war with Macedonia. Alright, that's the end of that one. So I completely destroyed that army. And now it's a naval battle. 1 unit against... What? Oh, against 1 unit, yeah. I thought I had 1 unit for second. Yeah, that sunk. So Macedonia's been conquered. I got to look at my medal situation. I got to have that under control. Yes, I do. Okay. All right, I think I got enough just eliminating that 1 unit. I do have 3 good armies. So basically, Greece has been conquered. I got Macedonia. I just made one little blunder here by not letting the walls. But I think I can hopefully fix that. And Macedonia is just fighting in Egypt right now. And I'm splitting it with Lysimachus. And now I'm going to take an opportunity. Right, my general is still alive. Got a good army. I have 2 pretty good armies here too. I got 3 phalanxes. I got 4 phalanxes. And he's got 2 phalanxes, but I think I can handle that. And now it's going to be my decision where to expand next. First, let's do the ledger. Money, metal, tools, manufacturing. Let's do that. Well, it's going to take 20 turns. Well, let's do clean water. That's a priority. Let's do... I got plenty of money, so let's do a furnace here. Because I need metal. That's going to help. Tools manufacture is really good. Because infrastructure -1. But then you have money and metal. But let's do a charcoal pile for infrastructure. We got 3 open slots here. Regional roads, absolutely necessary. Brickwork. General Callistos has died, but he was a 0-0, so it doesn't matter. I just don't want my good generals dying. And I have Miltiades, he's 40. I don't have much leadership here. I need these guys. I got Agathocles. So now that Greece is united, I'm going to see if I can come into I don't think Lysimachus will start a war with me. That would be foolish. If only I kept that wall in Macedonia. That was bad. That was bad of me. But let's take a look at my diplomacy. And you want peace? I can give you peace. 76%. He's in Egypt. He's away from Greece, and that's what I wanted. I conquered everything. It's time to make peace with them, since I completely slaughtered their armies. And now that I'm master of Greece, it's time to just rebuild the economy. And the thing is, I do have a general here that I like a lot. And he's 73 years old and can croak at any time. And he's an excellent general that helped me in conquering Greece and Sicily. And I think now with a united Greece and with 3 armies, I'm going to keep the Wolverines and maybe create some more light cavalry units to defend Greece in case any invading army comes in. I can just pelt them. And the only way the AI can actually avoid that is if it builds a lot of missile cavalry itself, but I seriously doubt it's going to do that. So I'm going to take a gamble of keeping Wolverines, maybe a couple armies like that, in Greece, while I march my 3 armies for the invasion of Italy. And I think this is a good opportunity now to get ready for war with Rome, because it appears that Rome is pretty stagnant right now due to a poor leader, and it's probably best to start an invasion. And I'm going to come in with 3 full Hellenistic armies. I know they're going to have thousands and thousands of legions that are going to throw at me, but I hope that my tactical skills are going to prevail, and it's going to be a long process. It's probably going to be like Germany invading the Soviet Union in 1941, you know, that type of a war where it's just unlimited manpower. But it's now or never, because if Rome gets a chance to grow, they're going to have Praetorians and more powerful legions. And plus I have objectives. I have 3 objectives in Italy, so that basically it's telling me I need to go to war with Rome. Well, I'm just going to make peace with everybody else here. And it's to the conquest of Italy. I got to get prepared for that. So until next time, thank you for watching.